Dreams. Thomas Edison invented a bulb. He was a very nice person. He was very intelligent. One day he see a dream about life because of in his house was very dark in night, so he decided to invent something like a bulb. He worked hard. At last he invented bulb in 1867. The 19th century American engineer Elias Howe got his idea for the world's automatic sewing machine from a dream. He had been trying to design a lock stitch machine. He worked very hard to invent a sewing machine in the world. So his work became a cause to invent a stitch machine. At last he invented a stitch machine in 19th century. Pakistani dreams. Allama Iqbal was born in Sialkot in 9 November 1877. He was a very nice person. He saw a dream a separate homeland for Muslims. He gave many ideas to Muhammad Ali Jinnah for a separate country for Muslims. He was also our national poet, so Muhammad Ali Jinnah thought his dream to make it real. After worked hard, his dream comes true in 14 August 1947. Quaid-e-Azam Muhammad Ali Jinnah is the founder of Pakistan. He was born in Karachi on 25 December 1876. After his matriculation, he sent to England for higher studies. He qualified from a Lincoln. On his return to India, he joined the Indian National Congress. He was an ardent supporter of Hindu-Muslim unity, but narrow vision of certain communal leaders disappointed him. He decided to join Muslim League. He worked hard for a separate homeland for Muslims. The Muslims rallied around him hostile. At last he made a separate homeland for Muslims called Pakistan on 14 August 1947. Shahzaib, a young boy from Quetta, made this breakthrough in grade 11. He invented a non-metal device that can use ordinary electricity and generate more of it. He lit 44 LED lights which normally required 3 volts with only 1.5 volt pass through his invention. The invention is still in its early stages. A Pakistani fertilizer manufacturer recently developed a novel recipe for creating fertilizer that cannot make bombs. Fertilizer containing ammonium nitrate could previously be easily transformed into bomb-making components. In 1922, Danish physicist Niels Bohr received the Nobel Peace Prize in Physics for conceiving the model of the atom. He was mused away when he had a vision of the planets attached to pieces of string circling the sun. He woke up from the dream and suddenly called in vision the movement of electrons that he invented the model of the atom. Rehan Aziz Faruqi, a SWAT engineer, invented a water power generator that can power any motor, whether diesel, gas, petrol. The generator generates electricity. Water generator is one of the inventions in Pakistan. Nuclear power has to be one of the most lethal, if not the most destructive, of all harmful energy sources. Since its reception, nuclear power has caused numerous tragedies. SMB probe is one of the new inventions in Pakistan. International invention. The author Jack Kerouac wrote his novel, The Book of Dreams, entirely from his own dream. World famous movie director James Cameron told the press that the magical root imaginary in his movie Avatar came from recurring dreams he had while a student at college of a bright luminous forest. Many of his Hollywood movies hit comes from dreams. Rich Friedrich August Tickle, a German chemist, is responsible for the discovery of the benzene ring. It is a chemical structure that is used in the preservation of a gasoline, and it's vital to the petrochemical industry. As a, as a student, Larry Page had an irrational fear that he did being accepted into Stanford University by mistake, which triggered an exciting dream. He imagined that he could download the entire web onto some old computer laying around, so he got up in the middle of the night to do some maths. The surrealist master Salvador Dali described his painting as head-painting dream photographs, including his most famous piece, Persistence of Memory, full of melted clocks. It's one thing to invent whole words in your sleep, but quite another to capture them on canvas. Sigmund Freud, a Jewish physiologist, founded psychoanalysis after studying his own dreams and daydreams. He found could tap into his deepest. He would lie down and relax. His book, The Interpretation of Dreams, published in 1899. It was the first time a scientific principle had been applied to the subject of dreaming. When Lorenzo Odon was diagnosed with ALD, doctor told devastated parents be unlikely to see his 10th birthday after a frustrating evening using paper clip to represent good fat and his father fall asleep. He had a dream of his son's disease. He tested his treatment on Lorenzo's aunt, who was a carrier of ALD. The treatment name Lorenzo oil name Lorenzo Odon. Then his dreams come true. Until Dr. James Watson saw a spiral staircase in a dream in 1953. No one had developed the idea of a double helix spiral structure for our DNA. In fact, thanks to sleeping that fateful night, Watson went on to win the Nobel Prize in Physiology or Medicine in 1962. One of history's most physicists, Albert Einstein, dreamed that he was walking through a farm where he found a herd of cows huddled up against an electric fence. When the farmer suddenly switched the electric fence on, he saw the cows jump back at the same time. That's what inspired Einstein's theory of relativity.